Good morning, it's Shelly with Gilbert Marketplace, and the sun has barely come out this morning. We're going to do some PJ crafting. This is just a super cute, easy project you can make for $2. All you'll need is these cute little treat bags that you can buy at the Dollar Tree and some jute. If you have a pair of pinking shears, great, you can use those. If you don't, you can just use plain scissors. And you'll need a safety pin. Probably everyone has one of those laying around, and I'm going to show you how to make this really cute banner. So let's start by opening our package. Now this banner I made for my table or my buffet. So it's not real big. If you need it bigger, you'll just buy a couple packages of these. Okay? We're going to begin by just removing these strings off the bag. And I just unknotted them because I'm sure we can use this in another DIY. I hate to waste, but I mean, it's good little roping. We're just gonna pull it out. It comes in a couple pieces there. I thought you could even maybe knot them together for this project, but we're just gonna remove them on all 3 little treat bags. It is really cold here in Arizona this morning, so I said I'm staying in my PJs. All right, so last one. This is a super quick, easy little project. This way you don't have to buy fabric, but you could if you wanted to add to it. You could even embellish with ribbons or whatnot. But I'm going to show you how simple this is. We're going to take our regular scissors and we're just going to cut right on the edge. You should just be able to break that little bit of thread that they sewed them with and pull. And we'll do that on the other side. And we'll give that a pull. Okay, so we're gonna just lay that flat right there and do that with the remainder. This is, like I said, not a hard project. Probably even a kid could do it. I really appreciate you guys all watching my videos. And if you can sprinkle them, I'd appreciate that also. Trying to grow my page. All right, now that we have all these open, we're gonna just cut this last side. Okay, now we have them open. Now what I did is I laid them flat, I flipped it upside down, and I just used my pinking shear to go along the edges. I just cut off as little as possible because we don't want to make them any smaller than they already are. So we'll just go along the edges. This just gives a little texture. If you don't have pinking shears, because I know they're super expensive, that's okay. You can just cut it straight, or you could probably even just iron that edge back down. I did end up ironing mine because I am particular and I wanted it to look good. Just along the edge. Okay, so now you got that edge. We'll set that one aside and do the same on all 3. Like I said, I'm trying to, let's see, this little corner didn't get done. There we go. I'm trying to do it just on the edge because I don't want them any smaller. so there's a little fold. And we can just cut that. That tag should come right off. All right. Hopefully you guys have checked out some of my other videos. I have lots of new Valentine DIYs to decorate. Okay, and our third one. Most of my tutorials are very, very quick, easy crafts. I do a lot of inexpensive projects so that everyone can afford to craft. I think they all look cute, not cheesy. There's inexpensive and then there's junk, right? Okay. Trying not to cut off my little points here. Okay, so now I have those all done. And like I said, we probably will do an iron on those. Then we're going to take our project and we're going to fold it in half with the heart being at the top. Okay, and then we are going to come down from the heart, not too much, just a little bit, and you're going to cut. If you are using scissors or pinking shears, right on an angle. So we're just gonna make that cute little V, okay? So now we have one piece of our banner. We're not gonna throw this out. We're going to use this as the in-between, okay? So the next tricky part is let's fold this. Okay, so we have it right. Make sure that you're cutting on the fold to the open edge. And I'm just gonna set my other one right next to it, just so that I end up with them at about the same. Mark my little finger here and cut my point again. If they're not exact, they're not gonna be right next to each other, but now we have two. We have our little pockets looking, and our third one. Like I said, if you needed this a little bit longer, you would just buy obviously a few more packages. But this, I think it ends up being close to, pinch your finger, make your V, and we have all of them. Okay, so now we have three. Maybe that one's a little bit longer. You could retrim it up if you wanted, but I'm okay with it. So I'm gonna lay that out just like that, and we will put our pockets just like that. Now, if you want it even, you don't have to use this pocket, or you could just, if you need a little longer, put it on the end. That's the only thing. When you use the three, you have kind of an extra piece, which is fine. Okay, then you're going to take your twine, jute, whatever you guys want to call it. And I'm gonna make a little knot, just a little one, because obviously we need to get this to go through the top of the bags. Maybe not that little, right? That it falls right out. Okay, then I'm gonna take my safety pin and I'm gonna put that right through the knot so that I have my safety pin and my knot right on there. You can see this is basically gonna be my needle. And I think I am just gonna add this piece on while I waste it. You're going to take it and feed it through where the string was and just use your needle and kind of push and squeeze, push and squeeze, push and squeeze till it comes out, okay? So now we have that, and then we'll do the same, obviously keeping the print forward so that we end up with all the seams on the back. Small details, but never fails. We all do it at some point or another. Okay, so we have our second, And our third. I like doing little decorations in my home, and especially inexpensive ones. Like I said, now you could go back and put pretty ribbons in between to really fancy it up to make the best garland. You can make garland, whatever you want to call it, or a banner, whatever. Okay, so we have that. And we'll do our almost last one. So would this project take 10 minutes? So people that say they don't have time, you have time. Everyone has 10 minutes. Okay, so depending on how long you'd want that, obviously you would take your ball of string and you'd cut it. Now you do want to give yourself some extra on the ends, and I'm gonna pull this down so I can get this last one on. And the Dollar Tree has some really super cute little ribbons that we could add to it in the burlap and whatnot. Okay, so now we have those all on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove, obviously, my needle. I'm going to take and give myself some room. I'm going to take and make a loop like that. And then I'm just gonna go around my little fat finger and I'm gonna pull it through. So now I have a loop. And that will be big enough for it not to come off. And that way, I'm going to keep sliding this down because like I said, I gave myself some extra. I'm gonna do the same on this side. Make your loop, go around your little finger and pull. So I can either hang it with a nail, but I have a loop on the end. So now, I can spread these out and make it whatever length I want. Super cute little banner, right? It will go cute like on a little table or whatnot. Like I said, you could add pretty ribbons in between. You could just leave it as is. But that's a simple $2, one for the dollar for the Jew and $1 for the little bags. And like I said, if you need longer, just buy a few extra. Hey everyone, it's Shelly with Gilbert Marketplace, and I hope you enjoyed my quick tutorial and my cute little home decor. Also, if you're not 100% happy, just give it a little iron and it will make it look a lot crisper. Thanks for watching everyone. Have a great day.